It's guys' night, baby.
Welcome to the Guys' Night podcast.
Returning this episode, Brock Orr.
Brock Orr.
Give it up, everybody!
Oh, yeah.
Brock Orr's returned.
Brock is back.
Finally, it's
back.
been too long.
I know you Brock stands out there are going to love this one.
It's been way too long.
First podcast on the mic.
Brock,
Yeah,
for all our
like-
viewers, why don't you tell us where you've been?
For all this time.
Been
Yeah,
at college,
weeks.
the Ohio University, for 6 weeks away from the guys, and it has been far too long, to say the least.
You weren't here last week when we had our little college talk, so...
I know.
Yeah, tell us how it's been
how's
going.
it been
You gotta
going?
catch us up.
Like all your
Catch us up.
classes.
It's just weird. Like, not really live alone. Like, the living alone part's really not that, like, crazy or anything. It's just, like, time management's definitely the hardest thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How's your classes going? Like,
Good. Like, I like, haven't bombed anything yet, or...
what classes are you taking this year? Are you taking, like, a math class? Or
Yeah, I'm taking, like, just algebra, and then,
algebra?
Any wacky
algebra.
hard ones?
No, not really. I'm taking, like, a
astronomy?
stupid...
Just
No.
all your normal
Public. I have to
classes,
take a
like
public
reading?
speaking class, because I didn't do that in,
Are there a
Dude,
lot of
high
girls
school.
in that class?
It's all girls.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'd be fucking pissing my pants.
Bro. And they're
I'd be
all in
sweating
fashion,
so
too,
much.
so they just
Oh,
come in with,
God.
like, their cute stuff
Do
on.
they like you?
Oh, shit. They'll
Dude,
probably hear this.
I'd be
I'd
so flustered.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, guys.
What do you do for, like, your assignments? Like,
I haven't, like, my first speech is coming up, and, like, I'm not really nervous about it or anything, but it's not due till, like, a week or something, so.
oh, how many people are, like, in the class? Like, is it, like, a full
Like 30 kids.
30 kids?
Yeah, it's kind of small.
How long does your speech have to be?
Like 6 to 8 minutes.
Yeah, I took
that's a lot of time up there.
Yeah, it is.
I took a college public speaking class through our high school, and it seems like it was the same thing. Like, we just had, like, 2 or 3 speeches, like, 8 minutes each.
Oh,
Is
did
that
you
what-
do where you had to, like, record yourself?
Yeah, but the thing about that was we had to record it on our own time, so for my speeches, we only needed, like, 5 other people there. They could be whoever.
Yeah.
So I'd record it, like, during lunch with some of my friends, and they just, like, wouldn't even pay attention to the speech. They just, like, play Clash Royale. And then I'd just be, like, talking to myself the whole time.
I opted out public speaking because I don't think I could talk in front of people.
Yeah, especially if you have a lot of girls in the class, like,
It's so
Simon,
hard.
Or, like, Brock.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
Especially when I go up there and I, like, we had to do this little assignment to, like, tell them about yourself. You know, I just, like, went up there and I went to go talk and I looked down my note cards and I look up again, I'm like, oh, fuck.
You have to talk
You're
about
like,
yourself.
Brock,
All the girls
yeah.
are looking at me.
What'd you have written on your cards?
I was like,
my
Brock
name is
had-
Brock.
I
I
was
like
like-
video game.
And I
I
have
was
a
like-
podcast called Gamer.
Yeah.
The
or
guys'
Guys'
night.
Night.
Are you
Sorry.
Did we
I
even
thought I
call
was
her?
going to fuck that up.
Yeah, come on, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, but my name
Old
is
habits
Brock.
die hard.
And I was just, like, looking at my flashcards. I was like, fuck, this is just stupid shit that I'd always say. Like, oh, I like to work out. I play video games.
yeah.
Oh, Brock likes
Podcast,
to work out.
anime.
Brock
Yeah.
likes to work out and kick
He
ass.
loves working out.
Not
and
really
video
anymore. I've been
games.
fucking went to the gym forever.
I just went to the gym.
Yeah, sure.
Dude,
you
I
did.
need to start going again.
Well,
Dude, you like mentioned that you watch anime when you're doing like class introductions
I
and
do.
stuff.
I do say it.
I did once. and
I'm
I
proud to
regretted it.
I'm proud to acknowledge it.
I can't.
Like, I rep my like anime and gamer shit hard.
I
Like,
tried
if somebody
to,
asked me,
but something discouraging happened.
really,
Like
what's that?
in one of my classes, we had to partner up with random people on the first day, like tell them a little bit about ourselves. And I told like the people that I watched anime. It was like a group of like 3 people. And then after that, we did an assignment with the whole class where the teacher would ask a question towards your group, like, what is this person's favorite meal or something like that, and you'd have to answer the question how you think they'd answer the question.
Yeah.
And the question they asked my partner was, if Sam could eat dinner with anyone, who would it be? And they said,
Did they say Jonesy too?
they said Naruto Uzumaki. And everybody was like,
ramen.
what a freak. I was like, no, I don't even like Naruto.
You know how bad it was for our orientation? We got into little groups, and like we all had to say something about ourselves. And for myself, I said I like big robots, and I like to build plastic models of them. And everyone's really quiet, and like the instructor or like teacher said, "Well, that's cool."
We got a Transformers fan.
They're like, no, Gundam! It's Gundam fan.
Follow Instagram.
Gunpla.
Yeah,
Simon.
follow my
Gunpla
Instagram
Simon.
at @GunplaSimon.
Yeah. You want to talk about the art of Gunpla?
That'll be a big topic. I don't want to take up too much time, but
Well, just say what Gunpla is so our viewers at least know what we're
okay,
talking
Gunpla is like most of you probably know what Gundam is. It's like the anime. It's just big mecha robots. And Gunpla is just like the plastic models. You just build a plastic model up and you could customize it however you want.
Yeah, you can get like these little, I don't know how this works. Maybe you can explain
Yeah,
this.
like let's say like for me personally, I have a bunch of paint and I just order a little carver to carve little things into it, and I put a bunch of decals on them.
Yeah, like the one Gundam with the Joker face.
Yeah, it sounds pretty lame, but if you saw my work on my Instagram at @GunplaSimon, you'd probably really like it.
Yeah.
So check
It's
it
even
out.
more popular than your normal Instagram.
Yeah, it's more
Far more
popular than my
popular.
personal Instagram.
All right. Anything more to add about college, Brock?
OU is a party school.
Oh, yeah.
Woo,
we all
woo!
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fraternities got shut down this
Yeah,
weekend.
they did.
Oh.
What did they do?
Okay,
Did
so
someone-
did you
actually,
show up to
this
a
is kind
party?
of no. This is kind of funny. This my one roommate Austin, his friend Jacob, it was in the frat that got shut down for the problem. I'm
It was
not
just
sure.
one frat?
It was just one frat, so they just suspended them all
Oh,
because
wow.
OU's frats were already like suspended not too long ago. I think this is their first year being back open, and
Damn, that sucks.
yeah, it really does.
From a personal fratter like me.
Yeah.
Well, we're just in a room with a bunch of frat guys.
And he
Yeah.
told me that they were like giving out
Fraud.
pills or something to like girls or like
Oh,
drugging
wow.
girls or something. I
Oh,
was like,
They
wow,
admitted
okay.
it?
I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just
this is really
fun.
effed up.
I went to the party that the dude got electrocuted at. That was pretty.
Oh, yeah.
different.
If you guys don't know about this,
yeah,
there was
that
like
was super traumatizing, honestly.
a viral video of some guy. He climbed a big electric lamppost.
Here,
and
do you want
then-
me to explain?
Yeah, you were
Yeah, you
there.
were there.
You were there.
Yeah. So there's this thing called the Snowcats at OU, and it's this club, and they throw this big cart party every year that's called it's like some Fresh Fest. It's called Fresh Fest.
Fresh Fest.
Yeah, so you go to Fresh
Fresh
Fest, and they
100.
have kegs everywhere, and you could just go up, fill up the cup or something, have some water. That's what was in the kegs, just fresh water, and
That's weird.
Salt water.
Everyone was really
It salt
hydrated by the
so everyone
end of the
was really
night.
hydrated. But you went into the crowd, and I don't know, it was just like dancing and stuff, like a party.
Raging.
And outside,
Woo, woo.
yeah, there was a bunch of people there. And then this dude got up on the roof, and then he jumped off the roof, like crowd surfing, but jumped off the roof. And we caught him. It was
Then he went
crazy.
straight to the telephone pole.
No.
He said, if I can do this, I can do the fucking
He jumped off the
Jesus.
people onto the
He
telephone
jumped
pole.
off the roof like 5 times. I swear. And then he
After the 5th time, he was like,
Everyone's like,
I need a
no,
bigger
he
challenge.
disappeared
This
for a
is
little
too
bit.
easy.
He disappeared for a little bit, and then everybody's like, "Holy shit! Look!" And he's like halfway up the telephone pole, and you just see everybody pull out their phones, and they're like, "What the fuck's going on?"
They're like, this is awesome. Nothing bad will happen.
This is fine.
Just climb up a
the whole
telephone pole
time I
and
was
tugging
like,
on
"He's
the
gonna get
wires.
fucked up." Like I thought he was about to just go halfway or something. I was like, "Okay." Like,
Dude, I'm
'cause
surprised
he
that guy didn't
stopped.
die.
Yeah, he like. Oh, let
You
me
guys
tell
thought
about
he
that.
died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did think he died. Let me
Yeah.
tell you
Yeah,
about
and you
this.
guys were all sad about it.
Yeah. So he like stopped halfway up to like catch a break, and he like was egging on the crowd, like waving his hand. And
I'm
then
doing it.
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
I'm
gonna
fucked
fucking
up.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself, or some stupid shit like that. He kept climbing up it, and then he banged like a beer against his head or something,
Jesus,
or
he
like
carried
against
a
his
beer all the way up
Yeah,
there.
he carried a beer all the way up
Just
there.
bang
How
against
the
it.
how the f- I'm trying
Just
to
to bang
picture
in
this,
your
like,
electricity.
how the hell would he climb up the pole with a beer in one hand?
Dude,
This
it was
guy's
so
a
Was he
freak
like
athlete.
going
Yeah,
one
he
hand
was.
up?
He was like swole. He was massive.
Oh, he's an
like a big
athlete.
being.
Did he
And,
like put one
that
hand
makes
up
Dude,
and
do you
then?
think he lost his scholarship?
No, he definitely didn't have a scholarship. Well, I don't know. I can't say that actually, because I don't personally know him. But he was just a big guy. So he like drank it like, after he banged against the telephone pole over his head. I can't remember. And
Take this pole.
he grabbed onto like the telephone pole or something.
Like
and
the
it,
wire part?
Yeah, like the wire part, and got electrocuted and like fell down like a ninja star.
Jesus.
Did anybody catch him when he fell like that?
Dude,
People tried to, and they got injured doing
Dude,
it.
what was it
Really?
like when it happened? Was everyone like mass hysteria? Was everyone like running
How did
away?
everyone
Yeah,
react?
everybody's running away. Like, it was crazy. Like, it was like I was in a zombie horde
Yeah,
or
were
something.
people like trying to see if he was okay, or was everyone just like,
Dude, I just
We're
fucking
at it.
ran. I was
Oh,
like,
you were
From
one
the
of the
look of the
runners.
video-
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah, I wasn't gonna... I was too far away from him anyway. I was about to leave until that shit fucking happened.
Yeah, in one of the videos, there were people like really close to him, like helping him out and stuff. So
Yeah.
some people.
So
stayed,
he,
obviously.
like, had 2 compound fractures in his leg. This is what you were asking. Like,
Yeah.
how we didn't die. He just had, like, 2 compound fractures in his leg, which
Ew,
that's, like, the bone sticking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he broke his, what is it, your thigh? What is it?
Fibia?
your femur?
Your
Femur.
He broke his
Fibia.
I
he broke his
know.
femur, and that's like the hardest bone in the body to break.
Mhm.
And he broke that, and that was the compound fracture. Like his thigh bone was sticking out of his leg.
Oh.
Thank God he's
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah, it's crazy to think
Yeah.
about it.
No, he
Thank
has like
Buddha.
a GoFundMe or something going on for his hospital bills.
Yeah,
Or someone set up a GoFundMe for him.
yeah.
I'm
I don't
sure.
know how much people are going to donate to that. Though.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
can't get a lot of sympathy for something like that.
Yeah.
You can't.
He has all
Like
my
I feel bad
sympathy.
for him.
I feel bad for him too, because like
Because
if
it's
you're
a
at a
life,
party
and
and
every life
stuff,
is- yeah.
Yeah,
it's easy to get like motivated by the crowd
Yeah,
like that.
'cause-
Yeah.
So I think he does deserve like a little bit of sympathy.
yeah, like it's not like I guess if he
And
was
people
sober, he
I
would never
knew-
do that. I'm
People
sure.
I know him, like know his name and know like who he is. I was
Right.
like, what the fuck?
Wait, was he like all burned and stuff?
Yeah, he
Mhm.
like was shocked. He got electrocuted. So like, oh, this was disgusting.
Oh.
You could smell the burnt flesh in the air.
Oh, come
wow.
on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're sick.
Keep it
Yeah.
PG.
I don't know
How
what
do you
that
know what
smells
burnt
like.
flesh
I
smells
smell like
I
I
know what it
know I
smells
do I know what it smells like now.
How'd
Because
you know that's what it was?
it just
Maybe
smelled
someone
like-
was like cooking food.
Yeah,
and
I was
somebody
like,
just farted
dude,
or
did you
something?
smell? We're like,
No, as soon as it happened,
Rotting
happened,
flesh.
it like it just smelled like it. Like it was that intense of a like nasty
And
smell.
then you were
the
like,
flesh
brains.
of people, the flesh of people who don't subscribe to the Guys Night podcast.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? It smelled. It was so weird. I don't know what. That's like nasty to get into. It was just.
Yeah, let's not get into this.
Yeah.
All right. Should we get into the
Yeah.
normal topics
Yeah,
that we
let's
have
get into
planned?
those normal.
That was
topics.
dark.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the first
Dark
one?
Elements.
Simon-
Oh, and my name's Simon, by the way.
Oh, I'm Lucas. Wait, did we already-
Sam, does this need to be done really?
So don't get
Well, we
confused
started it.
About
Yeah.
me.
All right. Who's here today? Let's go in a circle, starting with
Simon.
I'm Sam.
Here's Lucas.
And Brock.
Boo.
Oh, yeah, let's ask Brock some questions.
Let's ask Brock about college.
Okay, can we just start with the
Yeah,
topics,
let's
guys?
start with
This
these
is getting
topics. What's the
stupid.
first one, Sam?
Dude, have you not been clicking it for a minute?
I told you to click the phone every minute so it wouldn't go to the lock screen. All right. First topic, ask Brock. I think we've already done that.
Yeah.
Second topic, just anime.
I love anime.
Anime.
All
So
right, anime it is.
cool.
All right,
Okay.
weekly recommendations. Starting
Oh, I
with
didn't
Simon.
even think about this.
Okay, starting with Simon. My weekly recommendation, I wasn't prepared for this, but
Yeah.
I'm going to say it. Weekly recommendation is Monster. I recommend this to my friends about every single week.
I still haven't watched it.
Yeah,
Neither have
none
I.
of them
You
have
always-
watched it.
Yeah, Simon's always talking about
Because
Monster.
you can't find it on your legal anime browsing websites like Crunchyroll. You're going to have to go to Kiss Anime. And it's probably one of the smartest animes you can watch other than, like, Evangelion. It's about this guy, like, he is faced with the choice to save a little boy or a mayor, but he chooses the little boy, and that little boy, he turns out to be a serial killer in the end.
He turns out to be the new mayor.
No, he doesn't. He ends up being a serial killer, and this doctor now puts his life on trying to find him and put an end to his reign of terror. And it's a real psychological thriller about the repercussions of doing something. It's just a good anime, and watching it could make you a lot smarter in the end.
On Reddit, whenever someone asks for anime with a morally gray like worldview, they always mention Monster.
Yeah.
Is that true?
That is true. It's a real ethics thing. Like, would you steal a can of soup
Yes.
to feed your family?
If they really wanted to.
It's all about ethics and where those ethics can lead you if you make the wrong choice in the end.
I feel like that's a choice that, like, how are you supposed to know the right answer?
Yeah, I know, but how are you supposed to know the right answer? That's the thing. But if that right answer turns out wrong, you're gonna have to pay the consequences.
It's like a risk chance.
Yeah.
Like a chance.
It's a roll of the dice.
Roll
Yeah.
of the dice.
And that's really what the anime is, and it shows you what happens when you take that chance.
Alright.
And that's it for my anime recommendation. Sam?
Alright, this is a good anime if you like crying a lot of tears
Oh, this
out
is
of
gonna
your
be
eyes.
so stupid.
Plastic Memories.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah, it's one of the best romances I've watched, romance anime. It just has a cool premise because it's not like high school or something stupid like that. A guy works for like a investigation bureau where he's partnered up with like a robot girl. Can you better explain this, Simon, at all? Or
It's been
the premise?
it's been like
yeah, I haven't
6
watched it
years
for a
since I
couple
watched
years.
the
Yeah.
show, but
What does the bureau do? They have to like find robots that are like about to expire.
yeah, something like that. And like he's partnered with a robot that's about to expire.
Okay, wait, yeah, I kind of remember. So when the robots they have like a small activation lifespan, and when they get towards the end of the lifespan, they'll go crazy if someone doesn't come and like reset them and give them new batteries or something like that. So their job is to take people's robots and reset them before they go crazy. But when you reset the robots, they lose all their memories. So people are like really skeptical about letting them take the robots and reset them. So yeah, so his partner is one of these robots, and they're like really lifelike. They're not like robotic. Or
Yeah,
anything.
they like have human emotions and everything.
Yeah, so he knows that she's gonna have to be like reset, and her memories are gonna have to be wiped soon. So yeah, they like develop a relationship during that time and get really attached. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but
Yeah, but let's just say when it ends, you'll cry, because I know I did.
yeah, I cried like a little baby.
Ooh, I
Now,
have a
moving
good
on
one.
to our next anime
Wait, I have a good
recommendation.
one.
Wait,
Oh,
Lucas
dude, I
doesn't
can't
seem
even-
like he's ready.
Yeah,
He's
I
Dude, I'm
know.
not ready. I'm
Brock
freaking
has a
out.
good one. We'll save that for
think.
last.
No,
Dude,
wait, no, it's not
I'm-
very good. I just...
No,
dude,
Luke-
I haven't heard
I
anybody
get-
talk
I don't
about this
know.
in forever.
But, like-
and you're not ready, you said?
No, okay. Oh, I mean, I guess an
What's
anime
the
we
last-
haven't talked about in forever.
Okay,
So like Elfen Lied.
Elfen Lied.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's a good
Yeah.
anime for people
Is
to
that
start.
little cat girl in?
The
Yeah,
manga's
little cat
better.
girl with invisible tails.
The manga is
and
better.
She kills people. She's from...
The
Wait.
book's better, guys. Trust me.
She has the like invisible tentacle hands.
I don't know, I liked it.
There's two
I thought it was
good
really
explanation
good.
of the
I feel really
plot.
bad.
I like the
Yeah.
opening scene where like she
good
breaks out of prison.
The
Yeah.
song's really good.
Yeah,
Dude,
Luke,
she
you say
kinda-
this. Get into
Okay,
it. You know the show.
Dude, I literally just said this off a whim. I haven't seen this show in so long.
We all have.
Oh,
Just,
I've
like,
probably
set
seen
up
it the
the-
most recently out of
Yes,
everybody.
tell us
Dude, I
what
haven't
it's
seen the show
about.
in like 3
Set up
years.
the general premise of what happens during the show.
So there's a weird like race that's like kind of like humans, but like it's a
superior
government made.
version.
Yeah, it's like government
It's with a
made.
D. It's called like Demi something.
Yeah, Demli something, I can't remember.
Demogorgon.
But so they're making them in this lab, and then one of them gets loose, and it's Lucy, and she gets shot in the head, and like all her memories are gone, and this kid picks her up.
Wait, before
She's
that,
like-
she like breaks out of the prison.
Yeah,
like,
she breaks
Yeah.
out of the prison, like
hundreds of
kills a bunch
people.
of guards and stuff. Like she's insane. She's like a beast.
Like picture Mewtwo from the Pokemon.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
really is like me.
How he was like all locked up and he like freaking escaped and
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like that.
If you guys saw the Elfin Lead and Pokemon edit like on YouTube, that was like it's like from 10 years ago or more.
Dude, not a lot of people have seen it. I doubt anyone.
I don't
has
know what
seen
you're
it.
talking about.
Dude,
Alright.
it literally
Yeah.
formed me in Simon's childhood.
Yeah, it scared me. It made me scared of Mewtwo for a long
Yeah.
time. It
Wait,
made
what
me
was
really
it?
Oh my god,
It was
it's
like
such a
it was
good
like
video.
a little mixture of Elfin Lead and Pokemon, but it was like when Mewtwo broke out of the science laboratory, you had like little shots from Elfin Lead, like of all the
Dude.
blood and stuff.
Oh, like, dude,
was
someone
like an
actually
edit.
capitalized on that premise I just set up.
Yeah.
It's like
That was an actual
yeah,
thing.
it's like a
Yeah.
actual thing. It's
Oh,
like,
really?
You didn't
It was
know
like,
that?
Is
So
it
you
like
just
based
said
off
that?
of
No, I just said
It
that
was like a
off
real-
of a whim.
yeah.
Because like the
wow.
imagery and stuff
It was like
really
a real
similar.
popular
Oh,
video like
yeah.
a long time
Yeah.
ago.
Is it based off
I
that
used
or
to have it
something?
saved on
No.
my phone. I
You
wish I could show
don't
you
think
right
so?
now.
No, I don't think it's based off of that. Well, it's kind of like if Mewtwo breaks out of prison and all, but it's not on that scale of bloodiness.
Well,
and
not
gore.
like on it, like, but
Yeah,
you think that's
but,
what,
like, There's like similarities. Like if
Yeah,
you
that's
watch,
what I'm
you'll be like,
saying,
if you watch
similarities,
Elfin
yeah.
Lead, you'll be like, this is like when YouTube broke out of the
Yeah,
science
that's
lab.
exactly what I thought. That's why I said that. I never knew about like
Yeah.
this editor.
Dude, I have the video right here.
Just the imagery and
Yeah.
stuff's really similar.
Do you want to see it?
No, I don't want to
No.
see it. How are the viewers going to see the video?
Oh yeah,
Come
whatever,
on.
whatever. Okay, so yeah, she breaks out of the prison after killing a bunch of guards. So she's like super strong. She gets shot in the head by one of the guards, falls in the ocean, gets picked up by this
By a 50 cal.
big ass gun. And
well, it just hits her helmet. She doesn't.
yeah,
get
it hits
knocked
her helmet off.
Her
Yeah,
Me
just
Too
get
knocked
helmet.
out.
And then she gets picked up by the kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like from the ocean, yeah.
I only
and-
watched one.
Yeah, he just sees a naked girl on the beach. He's
Yeah.
like, he's like,
Score.
He's a score.
Today's
But,
my lucky day.
So yeah, he
Hell
picks her
yeah.
up, and then she like lost her memory and can only say like what, meow or something.
Yeah, she only
Yeah, she only meows.
Mew.
Mew,
Yeah,
Mew.
they make that her name.
Yeah, Mew is her name.
Like she's a cat or something. Like
Like-
meow.
Yeah, and then she like slowly starts regaining her memories back, and then she fights a couple more of like her kind of species, and it gets pretty intense.
Yeah,
It's a
and-
pretty good show.
Really, it's a real thing where she learns to love humanity, like the good people. And her name Lucy, it's based off of the first human that we've ever found. Lucy, the first like step of evolution that we found that made humans.
In Evangelion.
No, it wasn't even.
No, just
kidding.
This is biology, man.
No,
I
I'm
learned
kidding.
I learned in my.
Is that related to
Biology
the
monsters.
movie that came out a little while ago called Lucy, where the girl
No.
unlocks
No,
10%?
no,
Yeah,
yeah,
it is.
is it
No,
really?
it is. Yeah.
Like, there's like a little. I think it's at the end. It shows like the first human, technically,
Uh huh.
came from like primates. It's actually pretty interesting. You guys want to know because you're not in biology of monsters, but
Is that what you talk about in your biology and monsters class?
yeah, it's pretty funky stuff. I feel like I'm watching a film theories or game theories.
That's just your class.
Yeah, it is my class.
All right. Brock.
Brock!
Anime.
Anime?
If anyone loves
Neverland.
anime,
It's
Neverland.
Brock.
Neverland.
Neverland. We haven't heard
Neverland
anybody
Ranch?
talk about.
Wait,
Yeah, we never heard.
Neverland, Peter Pan.
No, Neverland as
Oh,
the
Promised.
Promised
Promise?
Neverland.
Oh,
no,
the-
what is
it's
it?
yeah,
Promise.
the promised one.
I thought it was called Neverland.
Are
You're
you
talking
sure you
about
want
the kids
this-
on the farm, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
promised
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 Neverland.
Neverland.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want
okay,
this
I
to be
just
your
was-
anime recommendation?
Dude, are
I
you?
just like no,
Well,
I haven't
it's a
heard
good
anybody
show.
talk about it in a long time.
I'd never finished that show.
It's a really good show.
I read the no, never mind. No, I didn't read the manga.
I read volume after the last episode, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I liked it. I just thought it was a good show.
Yeah, it's really
Okay,
good.
I'll try to explain it. So there's these kids on. It's like what are they? It's a foster home, right? Kind of.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an adoption home
Yeah,
setup.
like an adoption
Yeah.
home. And whenever they turn a certain age, they get like adopted. But really, when they get adopted, they're like killed by monsters that like harvest their meat and sell it or
really,
something.
it's like
so they
a
get to
farm.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah,
what
it's
they call
really
it.
a farm.
A human farm.
Yeah, they like tell the kids that the kid that's leaving has found like an adoption home,
Yeah, and
then
she
they
leaves
take the
her-
kid,
Yeah,
and then they give it to the monsters, and it's like sold as meat.
yeah. It's like the
Human.
premise is kind of
That's
crazy to think
hardcore.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty
like-
sick. I had to stop watching that show after I watched someone die. It
It's-
scared
Oh
me.
yeah, whenever it was
That
weird.
first death in the show, it kind of scared me.
that was the first episode, man.
So you just
I
stopped
got
watching.
So you
scared.
watched one episode.
I got
Simon
scared.
couldn't even watch The Walking Dead without not being able to sleep.
Yeah, The Walking Dead gave me nightmares.
Dude.
Sorry, I'm just a kid.
Yeah, what the
And it was
heck?
the first season when it was just like the ones that just like walked and were
Yeah.
all slow and
I was
lame.
But they
Yeah.
are like super cute little kids. It is kind of hard to watch them
Yeah,
die.
that's really sad. But I like how the premise is kind of like an Attack on Titan type thing, where you don't know what the larger
I
scheme
got an
looks
Attack
like.
on Titan feel from it too.
Yeah, like it presents you with like a really weird concept, but it doesn't give you any like backstory behind it.
It
and
just
then like
happens.
as it progresses, you kind of understand the deeper backstory in like the future seasons. I know this from like reading the anime.
They
or
tell you
reading
more about the
manga.
story by going episode from episode or chapter to chapter.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
you learn more.
You learn a lot more about the world and like the future things past season 1 that I've read in the manga.
Yeah, like on Attack on Titan, they don't really explain anything. Kind of just like happens, and like they gotta deal with it.
Yeah, and then in the later seasons of Attack on Titan, they do like address what's actually happening in like the most recent season.
Yeah, I always plan on watching that or reading it because I like to read things more. But
I'd
Okay,
recommend
we
the
get
anime
it.
for Attack on Titan.
yeah, I have a full plate.
Yeah, the anime does it a lot of justice, the story. I haven't read all the manga, but it's just a good anime, so. Good animation studio, same studio doing Vinland.
Yeah, so watch all these shows we just
Ow.
recommended you because they're all really good. And if
Yeah.
you don't watch them, that's just less power to you.
Yeah.
Speaking about studios, what's the news on the studio that burnt down?
Oh, Kyoko Animation.
I think
Kyoto.
Did we talk about this?
We did in the
We
first
did talk about
podcast,
this before, but
the
what's
very
like the
first
news on it?
podcast.
We didn't get into
You guys hear anything new
Let's
about
just
it?
say,
I
like-
did hear something about it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, tell us.
They got a ton of like donations and support from people like just giving them money and stuff, knowing the situation they're in.
But-
and they do plan on coming out with new anime in like a little while. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
wow.
it's just a real sad thing. Like 80 of their editors died, which is really sad because they brought you some of your favorite anime like K-On!, Chanubio, just all like a lot of classic shows that you might have grown up with. So it's like a real sad thing when something like that happens. And if you haven't donated them, donate because all these things.
How much have you donated, Simon?
I actually donated $3.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Really?
Okay.
If we had more revenue from the podcast,
Yeah, I could
maybe a
donate
little
more.
bit
So
would go
please
towards
donate
that.
so I could donate.
Maybe
We don't
Mr.
have a donation jar
Maybe
anywhere.
Mr. Beast will watch the podcast.
Yeah,
It's a lot
I
of money.
wish.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe
There you
like
go.
DM us money on
Yeah.
Twitter if you
Yeah,
can do that.
'cause
Can you do that?
$10,000.
Yeah, because we're gonna be setting up a Patreon, and all money we make from the Patreon.
Shut up,
will be
we're not
going
making a
to-
Shut
Patreon. Shut up.
All
I don't
goes
like
to
I don't
Kyoko.
like their Patreon platform, honestly.
I feel like we don't need money for what we do right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
we don't deserve money.
Yeah, I'd want
I'd
money
feel
for
wrong.
like.
I feel
uh,
dirty.
If YouTube ever gave us money, I wouldn't accept it.
One thing I would want YouTube money for is like better software to edit. and
Or
stuff
new
on.
Gundams.
Dude, what's wrong with
No.
our software now?
You
Well,
say this as we're recording
Yeah,
our
dude,
fucking podcast into iMovie, dude.
Yeah,
Come
and you
on.
hear your laptop right now making the screeching fan
Oh, yeah.
noises.
Yeah, that
Put that on the
motorcycle.
ground.
Do you
the
really
laptop.
want it on the ground?
What's
Yeah.
that?
Wait, let me move this.
Lucas, can you put your shitty Mac on the ground, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
Lucas,
young.
what's
Screw
Percent of
MacBooks.
Oh.
If you have a Mac, you're not a real person. You're just a...
You're not a gamer.
You're just a
You're just
cog
a-
in the clock.
I'm just clocking the clock. I bought into buying a Mac for my
Dude, it's dope. I love the Mac.
Brock
Oh my
spilled
God.
my LaCroix.
Oh, don't put it. Did you just put the laptop where the thing was spilled?
No.
No.
Okay.
I was just joking. It was an empty can of
Well,
LaCroix.
the viewers
Oh.
love hearing about this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
About how
Sorry about
Lucas is putting his laptop on the ground. That's so interesting.
Okay, let's talk a little bit more about anime. And this is okay. This is just a little thing to get you guys a little hyped about a video that I'm making.
A video?
About-
I haven't
yeah.
heard about this.
Okay, I'm making a little video that's gonna be on the Guys Night channel. It's gonna be a Demon Slayer episode 19 retrospective. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but just stay hyped for the video that's coming out.
Wait, it's gonna be about episode
19.
19. Is
Yeah.
that the
All
one
about
with the fire jitsu?
Yeah, Fire Jutsu.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just get hyped for that video. The most important episode in shonen history.
You really think so?
Yeah.
Simon's been working real hard
Or
on
do you
that.
just like pretty animation?
Yeah, I have the script. I already made the script for it. Just get
Simon
ready
did
for the
like 6
video.
rough
You're
drafts.
trying to say something about
Yeah.
Demon
Make it
Slayer?
perfect.
No,
Yeah,
I
get
I
like.
already all fell for the wow, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, no, get ready because it's about like, it's like 7 pages long. So get ready for the video.
Simon's
be like
30-minute.
Yeah, it's
I'd like to see how you can edit clips to take up that amount of time because
Yeah.
we're not good with that type of stuff.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Simon, are you
That's
gonna
why
buy
I
an
haven't
editing
released
software?
it yet.
Okay, maybe we can get a GIF and then loop the GIF throughout the whole freaking video.
No, I figured out how to download MP4s from YouTube.
Oh, you could probably like screen record or something.
No, you could download them.
Yeah,
As
you
long as they, like, the person
YouTube
who...
to mp4.com.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, just search
No,
up
no.
YouTube Video Downloader and you could figure it out.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
easy.
yeah.
Unless they, like, don't let you download the video, because some people do that.
No, I know how that works. You can download any video, or
Well, maybe you're a legal way.
who cares about this? All right.
Okay, you guys want to hear the next topic? Let me just pull out the topic list.
All right. Can I face ID my phone real quick? All right. Just
Look
hold
at-
it up to my face. Do do do. All right. Next gen PlayStation 5.
We're getting to video games.
Video games.
You guys probably
Oh,
missed
wow.
this.
All right. So there's been a lot of rumors about the PlayStation 5. What the
Oh
fuck?
my god, what noise is your phone
What
making?
the fuck, dude? Why'd you hit the fucking 911 button on my
did.
phone?
I just
Dude,
put
you
it
idiot.
inside of the,
Don't put it back. Oh, okay.
I put it
Jesus
inside
Christ,
the...
dude. No, pick my phone up, dude.
Alright, put it right here.
Okay, for those of you that don't know what happened, Simon held the fucking 911 button on my phone.
Yeah, you know when you press the side of iPhones 5 times and it does that?
Yeah, so if any police show up here and we have to cancel the podcast, don't
Yeah.
be surprised.
Alright, PlayStation 5. They've been releasing development kits to different software studios, giving like different information about the specs behind it. what's going to be new. Apparently, this is going to be the biggest generational leap of all time in terms of hardware and, like, technology and stuff. Brock,
No.
you look like you have something to say.
Say it, Brock.
Brock definitely has something to say
What's the
about
price? What's the price gonna be
The price,
on
it's-
it? What's the price gonna be?
It's probably gonna be expensive.
No,
Yeah, that's
discs.
what I'm saying. No discs. Like
$600.
hard drives are expensive.
No, we don't know if there's going to be no discs yet.
Okay.
That's all
Oh
speculation.
yeah. Okay,
I put
speaking
that
about no
on the
disc,
topic list because I wanted
like
to
I
talk
say,
about how you guys feel about having no discs in the
Yeah,
console.
I
Well-
definitely think that there should be discs.
Yeah, for
Always.
consoles, like I like the monetary value discs.
Yes, that's what I'm
hold.
saying. Like it's just like something you own this. Like you
Yeah.
physically own this.
Brock,
thing.
you're a PC gamer, right?
Yeah.
Well, like getting
But
a
I feel the same way about on PC.
You
Yeah.
don't have like any physical
No,
representation.
But I
on PC.
literally feel the same way though.
What do you mean
Like
you feel
about
the
that.
same
Like
way?
I wish I had all my discs for
Yeah,
my
you
PC.
wish you had it, but do you like see it as a necessity?
well, like, but it's a cool
No,
thing to have.
but it
like,
is a cool thing
yeah,
to
do you
have.
see having a Blu-ray DVD as a necessity, but having more makes you look cooler?
This is
How much
I
Blu-ray
think that-
DVDs do you own, Simon? I've never held a physical DVD in years, and I've never thought about it.
Well, I'm saying this. Like, I think it's cool if you can digitally download it when you buy it. Like, a game comes with a key to put into, like, the shop so you can
Yeah.
download the game.
Oh,
but
yeah.
the disc, like, has nothing on it. Like, it literally just shows that you have this game.
What's the point
Like,
of that?
a
Besides
collection.
like personal
to show that
memories?
Yeah,
you have a
like-
collection.
Yeah, and it's cool, like, having, like, a steel case box or something. Like, that's something that could hold value in the future.
Mhm.
And it's just a cool thing to just, like, put in your collection. Other than just, like, having everything on your PlayStation. Let's say, like, something really shitty happens to your PlayStation. Like, you break
But
it.
then
Well-
there's always the cloud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
there's
it's
a
always
cloud 'cause you
Oh,
save
you
it to
guys
your-
sound like my middle school counselors talking about the
Yeah,
cloud.
it's true, though. Like, if you have an account on something and
saves
your
to your
hardware
account.
goes to shit,
You just
then
it's
you could
always
just
somewhere.
buy the new console and put in your
Alright,
account
maybe I'm just
information.
old school and I like discs.
Fucking boomer.
I'm
I
a
like discs
boomer.
too. I like discs
No,
too, though,
I'm not
but
a
there's
boomer.
There's always like back ends to
Yeah,
it.
I'm not a boomer, I'm a zoomer.
We are zoomers.
Yeah, we're
The
zoomers.
Zoomer Nation podcast.
Yeah.
Zoomer Night podcast.
Zoomer night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like discs and all. I like having a collection, but I think in the future it'll be phased out. Similar to how with DVDs and Blu-rays got phased out by streaming. I think that's just
Don't
kind of
talk
like...
about Blu-rays like that.
Do you own a Blu-ray, Simon?
I like the ideas
I
of
want
Blu-rays
one.
too, though.
Simon
Guys,
does
I
not
love
own
the
one.
concept
I
of Blu-rays,
I do,
but I
but
just
I'll
can't
never
get
buy
into
it.
Dude,
it.
Blu-rays are expensive, but it'd be nice to have a couple.
That's something Scott the Waz. I could see that be the next Scott the Waz video.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be completely
What about
against...
the Xbox 720?
All right.
Is that really the name of it?
No, that... Do you remember, like,
Just
it
that
was, like, a
orange
long
or
time
something.
ago,
Yeah,
instead
those
of Xbox
fake
One, they're like,
Yeah.
it's the Xbox 720. It's like some terrible
Circle.
looking circle thing.
Yeah.
A big orb. I kind of have a little thing to add on to this. You
Uh-huh.
remember the movie Real Steel?
Yeah.
They had Xbox 720 advertisements in the background to
Oh my
like
goodness.
show how
No
futuristic
way.
it was.
I
yeah,
hate
like,
Real Steel so much.
during
That's like
the
my
robot
least favorite
fights.
movie.
What's wrong with Real Steel?
Dude,
I haven't
I
watched
love
it since
Real
I
I
was
Steel.
kind of
10,
like Real
but-
Steel too.
Yeah, when I watched it, I loved it. I haven't
I
seen
hate
it
it.
since.
I just
but
like just robots fighting. Like
It's
you
a
can't
good
go wrong
concept,
with
yeah,
that.
like-
Well,
It
the best
being-
Eminem song is that Till I Collapse.
Was
Yeah.
that in the
When, yeah,
Real
like
Steel?
when the
Oh,
roof
God.
comes up and the roof.
We know how it goes, Simon. You don't have to
Yeah,
say
you guys know how it
Simon will
goes.
rap the whole thing if we don't stop him now.
I know every Eminem song.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't care about discs really in the grander scheme. I think they're gonna get phased out. And
Gen
if
Z be like.
if consoles have a big enough hard drive, then say the new PlayStation 4 is like 5 terabytes or something. Like I'd much
Something
rather.
crazy like that.
Yeah, back in my day, we didn't have to download games. We could just put our disc in the GameCube and we could just play it.
Well, I'd
Or
much,
Simon
fun
would
thing.
it's
spit on
easier
it.
when you don't have to change
and
discs
destroy
or
it.
anything. You just have everything on your console. You don't have to get up. You
Yeah.
can just switch games.
Dude,
So,
that
yeah.
makes my PlayStation an
Like
iPhone.
it would literally be like a PC. Literally be like a PC.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a PC. That's where the trend of things is going. I think.
Yeah, like because it's
Yeah, I say
yeah.
with PS5 it's going to be an option, but then PS6,
Yeah.
no.
And what do you guys think about, like, the shift from story games to just, like, online games? Because a lot of systems, they don't even release many story games anymore.
We kind of talked about this last podcast.
We
about
didn't.
story
I don't
games.
remember talking about
I
this.
talked
Oh.
about story games, yeah.
All right, we won't
half
get
of the
too much
video
into
games
it.
that come out
Well,
now.
Brock's perspective on story
Half the
games
video
and
games that
online.
all come out now suck fucking ass. and I'm proud to say that.
Bro,
Like,
can you explain this
what is
weird
the last
opinion?
good
Yeah.
game? What is the last good game that came out?
Wait, what?
Like,
starting
that's-
Resident Evil 2.
Resident
We
Evil
were
2,
just talking about
exactly.
that.
I swear to God,
But, like, those are
everybody
just
on this
gonna be-
podcast has boomer opinions.
Dude,
But that's gonna be,
no Zoomer
like-
opinions.
I don't even know.
Dude, I think the
What-
death of story video games is the death of video games in general.
Like,
No.
all the games I feel like that are coming out are just, like, Call of Duty, like, something. Like, there hasn't been any
There's
good
always been
classic
Call of Duty.
games.
Like Breath of the Wild would be considered
yes,
like a modern
classic.
classic.
Yeah,
The Last
modern
of Us
classic.
2 is coming
yes,
out soon.
that will be a modern classic, most
Yeah,
likely.
I don't feel like anything's gaming's
Like,
because
because they're not really releasing
platform
any,
or
like,
anything.
Yeah.
new
But
good
I feel like there
story
just hasn't.
games.
Yeah, I feel like there just hasn't been enough.
Yeah, it's because there's no reason to. You make more money off online games, and more people will play online games.
Fortnite
I
2,
can't
a
wait
narrative
till
game.
these indie. I feel like a lot of
Minecraft
these.
story mode.
There's definitely going to be a big company that comes out soon. I think though. It's gonna
comes
like,
out. They're gonna release a new company soon.
Well, like somebody's gonna
blow up.
like,
A new
yeah,
IP,
blow
you
up or
mean?
something.
The
Yeah.
new Epic Games.
or like the next generation or something. Yeah, because it's been
The
too
new
long.
Epic Games.
Yeah.
Usually there's like a trend every 2 or 3 years.
Like something crazy blows
Yeah.
up. And Fortnite would be
At
the
least that's
last
what
thing.
But I
that
feel like
blows
it's
up.
all, like, things that blow up nowadays, it's just, like,
stupid
new versions of old things. Like,
Yeah.
same Resident Evil 2, that was a new version of something that was really old.
Resident
Or, like,
Evil 2 didn't really blow up on the scale of like.
It blew up. Dude, our cat's in here.
What the fuck?
Burrito's in here?
Sorry, guys, our cat's in here.
Dude, now she's stuck.
How did this happen? Alright, we're gonna take a quick break from the podcast. Alright, we're back now.
Yeah, we're
Everything is
back.
well.
Alright, we talked about anime. Or, we're talking about video games, I mean.
Yeah, we just finished. Wait, we were still talking about the PlayStation 5, right?
Or Xbox 720.
The Xbox 720 Real Steel. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what we
Real
were on.
Steel. We're on Real Steel.
Yeah.
Terrible movie.
Yeah.
Cool looking robots, but stupid movie.
Yeah. Do you have a Real Steel Gundam kit by any chance, Simon?
Yeah, I have Adam from Real
Adam.
Steel. Yeah, that's his name.
Is
I
it
say,
really?
Yeah, I say I hate that movie, but I know the main robot's name.
Yeah, you're probably the only one here who
Yeah,
knows.
maybe
the
I'm
main
actually the
robot.
biggest fan. Alright, I guess moving on to the next topic then.
All right. Did we get all our thoughts out about the
Yeah.
PlayStation 5?
Yeah,
like,
we
how do you
talked
guys feel
about
about the power leap? Like, how do you think that's gonna play out?
Talk about the power leap.
You're talking about how it's gonna be like so much.
Yeah, they said it's gonna be the biggest generational
I believe
leap
it.
ever.
Yeah,
I can't even
technology
imagine.
where it's at.
Like, I couldn't imagine
But how much-
graphics being so
like
much
a
better than they
10,
are
like
now.
a
Yeah.
280, like a 280 Ti or something. Is
But,
that what they
like,
would
how much
make
further
now?
could they go in with a console?
Like,
really?
probably
A console is-
120
I think
frames.
they're literally
Without
making
it, like,
into a
blowing
console-
up.
Like a console's literally a PC is what they're making into is what it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Well, yeah.
But just with
basically,
a
download thing.
UI.
It's gonna have like
not
the
like
fully
Windows.
optimized user operating system. But yeah.
It's literally just gonna be like a mass-produced PC.
Do you think that will...
That's
do you
what
think-
consoles were from the very beginning was
Yeah.
mass-produced PCs.
But do you
Yeah.
think, like, if it runs as good as a
But I
PC,
think it's gonna be.
do you think it'll make PCs obsolete? It'll
No,
be,
I
like, it'll
don't
be...
think
PCs,
it'll be
PCs
obsolete.
can't be
Gaming
obsolete.
Like,
dude.
it'll
Come
be-
on.
PCs won't be
but it'll be
obsolete, but it
cheaper.
will be on par. I believe it will be on par.
Yeah, gameplay might not be as elite than on a PC,
Like
but...
you're still not gonna be able to run like just like games at ultra on crazy like supercomputers like that were $5 grand.
modded Skyrim.
Yeah, like modded Skyrim or something. Like you're not gonna just be able to run that on like a console. So PCs will always be there in that aspect. And whenever like VR comes out, when VR will definitely I think it will become the future, honestly.
Which
What,
I hate.
VR?
Yeah.
VR, no way VR is gonna
Yeah,
be.
I
It's
hate VR.
always gonna be
I
seen
hate
as
it,
an
but I
accessory.
believe it. Like,
Yeah,
think
I feel like
it's-
VR has always been like a thing
I'm a
where it's
hard
like,
believer.
we can do VR. Like, it's always like a next step to VR. Like, VR's been around since like the 90s.
Yeah,
but
well, with the virtual
Virtual
boy.
boy.
Yeah.
Virtual boy, but that didn't count.
Yeah.
That wasn't VR.
But
That was
just-
just like it was a 2D like overlay in the front and then like another 2D in the foreground and they just like made it they like just
Basically 3D glasses.
yeah, basically 3D glasses.
Yeah, but like, how close are we to actually like achieving
I don't think we're
actual
close.
VR
I don't
gameplay
think
that
we're
you could
close
just
at all.
What do
use
you
at
mean,
home?
like touching or
No, like,
No.
like,
like
no,
translating
so
So
your
having like a
conscious?
gaming space in
yeah,
your
like,
house or something.
yeah, like, or
a
something that's
little-
like so like accessible
Common.
to like everybody. That's at like a reasonable price.
I think so.
I don't think
VR's
it's
VR's
how close
always
is it to
gonna
being in
be,
our home.
It's always gonna be like an
A luxury.
accessory. It's never
You
gonna be
think
the
so?
main gaming platform. No, there's no way.
Yeah. I feel like it's too
like in Ready
You don't
Player
think that
One.
people that are sitting on their big ass DXR, like they're about 450 playing World of Warcraft, want to get up and play some VR games?
No.
Yeah, sure, man. Whatever.
See, like I don't think like a lot of people don't even want to play VR. Like VR is like something like you would do as with like
A group of people for fun.
yeah, like it's not something you just like say like
And
let
it's a
me just
workout.
put on my VR Sword Art Online heads.
I'm going to my
helmet.
second world.
Yeah, I'm going to my
I don't
second
think it'll ever
world.
be like that.
Yeah, I feel like
No.
I think it will be.
maybe
Really?
far in the future, but I think still like console and just PC gaming is gonna be here for a long time. Instead.
Do you think it would be like a Ready Player One? You seen that movie?
Oh,
Do you
Yeah,
think it would be
I
like
would.
I
that,
hate
or
that
do you think it would
movie.
be more like a Sword Art
It's
Online
always going to
kind of
be a
thing
side
in your
thing,
mind?
but it's going to keep developing on its own, and eventually it's going to get to the point where people are going to be fucking living in VR.
You think so?
Yeah, like Xbox and PlayStation, like PC will just switch to VR. Like you won't be like sitting down playing video games. You'll be standing up or whatever you're doing.
Oh,
with
I think
people
it
your
would be
aren't
cool
gonna
to
like
play
that.
like an FPS though, like
In VR.
Yeah, but I don't feel like it's advanced now enough to just
No.
like.
But then that
Like
like
Call of Duty
also
or something
kind of
like
like
that.
restricts people. It's like they don't have like athletic capabilities.
Yeah, like
that's just a scheme.
no, but like if
Everybody,
it's still like
I mean,
unless you have a disability, then
yeah.
but some of those like real nasty fat people that are playing and stuff.
dude,
like,
you're
even though they
sick.
can't move,
You're
that's
one of
just-
those nasty fat people.
Yeah, I know.
That's just a motive.
I'm talking about myself
That's
here.
just a motive.
You
That's
don't
just a
even
motive.
have
What
to
if I get all
get up
hot and
to play
sweaty?
VR games.
What if I get all hot and sweaty during
Then
my
you're just
VR
gonna have to,
FPS
after you get
Yeah,
to
but-
gaming,
game?
you're gonna
Like
have to go take a
when you don't have to get up to
shower.
play VR games, it's just like basically looking around. Like how much more real is it than playing a normal?
That's the
game?
whole point of it. What do
Yeah.
you mean? Moving around isn't a huge aspect
Like
of
virtual
it.
reality,
That's like saying,
that's supposed to be a realistic thing. Like sitting down playing a VR game with a big headset on, you're basically just able to look around yourself.
if you didn't have the looking around thing, you'd have a Wii.
Yeah, it's basically
Yeah.
VR's a Wii, basically.
Yeah, if you think about it, it kind of is.
Like
Yeah,
the motion controls
yeah.
and stuff.
We pioneered the virtual reality game.
Kind of like the one-handed
Yeah, yeah, the
movement
nunchucks.
system. Yeah, for sure.
And that's
Let me
VR.
just-
Nice soda.
Brock opens a soda right into the mic.
Yeah. ASMR.
ASMR. All right.
Headphone warning.
Next topic then.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. Get ready for this next topic. It's a big one.
Nintendo bad. That's what I call this topic.
Nintendo bad.
Nintendo bad.
Why are we
That's
starting
what this
with
topic is.
Nintendo bad?
Okay, my first gripe about Nintendo's recent actions is the Mario Kart Tour game that
I
just released on
love
the
that
phone.
game.
Oh my god.
Really? Have you played the game?
No, I haven't played it. It's downloaded on my phone, but I haven't played it yet.
Okay,
I don't
so
know
what
anything
this
about
game
it.
is,
I played
it's
it a little bit.
it takes a lot off of like microtransaction heavy mobile games. Like that's what the setup of it is. It has its own stupid like currency that it works with.
That's like what a lot of video games are nowadays.
Yeah,
Especially mobile games.
Which that's not terrible. There's games that can execute that like in a good way, where you
With
don't really
loot
mind it because you
boxes.
enjoy the gameplay and stuff. Not really loot boxes. I'm talking about like mobile game microtransactions type stuff.
Is it a pay-to-win game?
I'm saying games can kind of like play it off if there's good like core gameplay to get into. Then you don't really think about it. Like For Honor, for example, that has a lot of microtransactions and stuff, but we don't really care about
And
that
like
because
Fortnite, the season passes.
yeah, that's all cosmetic and stuff.
Yeah.
But if the central core gameplay is good, you can kind of overlook microtransactions and stuff.
Like
believe
it's
in
not
that.
something to like make you actually better at the game. It's
Yeah.
stuff just like
Just
Make you look cool.
add-on components.
yeah, like you don't need it, but like you can. Like it's there.
Yeah, I haven't played enough of Mario Kart Tour to know if you really need the microtransactions or not, but the core gameplay of it's so bad that I don't really care to get that deep
Is
into
it that bad? Like
Pretty much. It's like you play it with your phone in a vertical orientation like this. Like
What? It's not like
And you-
sideways. Like there's not like a little D-pad or something.
No, and you have to
a
like
little
you,
tap
like,
and
3D
swipe.
thing?
Can you like switch from like drifting to just like the
Yeah, you don't have like both options. You have to either drift or you have to turn.
which is a stupid thing.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
If you
Why
turn,
wouldn't everybody just drift? Isn't that faster?
because then you can't normally steer. Every
It's-
time you turn,
every
have
time
to
you
drift.
turn, like every time you touch the screen, you just start to
I
drift.
feel like that's such a handicap.
Wait, is it online or do you
It
like
is
just
until you get like
Okay.
actually good at it, which I
Here's
tried.
onto my next gripe, which you just started saying is, it's not online, but it makes you think it's online. Like it says, filling
Ghosts.
your lobby with
Ghosts.
opponents.
when it's all like a bunch of like
AI.
Japanese,
You're allowed to-
Chinese
Yeah,
Simple.
it's like what combat training and Black Ops did to me as a kid, making me think I'm playing against everyone online and that I'm doing fucking great at the game.
And then there's
And then I
bots.
realize I'm just playing against no one, just a bunch of AIs.
Suspect.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Why would you pay for a game where you're not even like facing people online? Would you pay for microtransactions in a single player game? Say
No.
Uncharted 4 gave you a fucking
No.
bazooka if you paid.
No.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. It's just it's pointless and stupid.
What
Did
else?
you play Uncharted 4?
Yeah, it's a pretty good game. I kind of, last
I only
podcast,
played 1 and 3.
we talked about like narrative-based games and like how we felt about them. Yeah.
What else do you hate about Nintendo?
More stuff I freaking hate. A new game just came out, Link's Awakening, for the Nintendo Switch. And it's a remake of like a, 20-year-old Game Boy game.
Link's Awakening.
And they
Yes.
haven't changed any of the core mechanics or anything. It's just a Game
It's a
Boy game with fresh coat of paint, and they're selling it for $60.
Yeah, my opinion on that is like it definitely shouldn't be $60. It's literally just like a remaster or something like
Yeah, and if they're gonna remake a really old
that. A
game
remake,
like that,
not even a remaster.
yeah,
Especially based off of like a Game Boy or DS game.
yeah, because it's so simple, it's so short. Like, why would they think that could translate to
But
a
the thing
$60
is,
price
like,
tag?
graphics versus game mechanics, it looks good. Like,
Yeah,
it
that's
looks
all
good.
people
That's
say.
You're
That's
paying,
really
yeah,
it.
you're
It
paying
looks
for
good.
it to like look good.
Yeah.
New
That's like
Zelda looked
and
good.
It's like it's probably for only the true. I bet you this is why people are gonna give it bad like ratings or something.
No, it has great ratings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's probably just because of people that's only played it, like played Link's Awakening on the DS, or not DS,
so
the
it's like
Game
a
Boy.
nostalgia
Yeah,
thing.
basically, that's how I feel.
Yeah,
like,
'cause
the
when-
real true fans will like, it's a throw out to them.
Yeah.
When people review remakes, they don't really review them on the quality of the game. They review them based on like how good of a adaptation.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
like a real biased thing.
And this is a shot-for-shot adaptation of a really old game, so it's gonna get great reviews. But it's still very dated
Yeah.
in terms of gameplay
kinda
and
like,
design.
Kind of like
Say it.
what is it on the GameCube? When Link's on the boat or whatever, Wind Waker.
Wind Waker.
Yeah, Wind Waker. Kind of like Wind Waker on the Wii U.
Well,
Like they
that's
remastered that.
that's
like,
not even
the
a
way-
top-down game though. That's like a full 3D game,
Yeah,
so
that's
I
true.
can
I
kind
can
of
see
understand
that.
that.
Yeah, it's bigger, way bigger too.
Yeah, even though it's just a remake.
Yeah, I don't think you should just make like full remix games. I think like it'd be better just to make like reimagining of games that already exist. Like add some new like story elements and like not just make a frame for frame game just
Yeah.
like with better graphics, because I can't see myself paying a full price for something like that because of a game I already played. It's ludicrous.
I was watching a video someone made about this topic, and they brought up the point that the Spyro and Crash remastered trilogies, they offer 3 games from the PlayStation 1 era for $40, which compare that to just getting one remastered Game Boy game for $60.
Yeah, and I played the Crash remake and I didn't like it.
Well, still, you get a lot of content for your money.
Yeah,
You're not
you
just
do. You
getting one
definitely
game.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people, it's definitely not the definitive way to play the game though.
Crash?
Yeah.
I thought it was fine. The mechanics were
Really?
just like the original.
It was there, but it just didn't feel like the definitive way.
I didn't like Crash's character design. It didn't
Oh,
really.
yeah.
I didn't get a lot of nostalgia from that game either.
Yeah, neither did I.
Like I don't. It did a good
like,
job
it
of
almost looked too
replicating.
good to like give me the nostalgic feel.
Yeah, which that's not really its fault. It's
No.
just based on what it is. That's the
Yes.
only thing they could do
Yeah.
was make it look pretty. But still, as a platform, I still think it's a good game
Mhm.
without the context of it being a remaster. So yeah.
Remaster bad,
Uh-huh.
reimagining good.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Or if you're gonna remaster something, you need to include more stuff with it, like multiple games, like what Crash and Spyro did, or else why would someone pay such a large price for just an old game?
Yeah, just for better graphics.
Yeah. And I guess they did upgrade like little things with the controls, like you can hold more items, but still that's very minuscule. And they have this is another really stupid thing about the game. They added you can create your own dungeons, but they didn't make them available to share online. So in order to transfer one of your dungeons you make to one of your friends, you have to get a fucking amiibo.
Oh, that's just another amiibo push.
Yeah, even though they're barely even pushing the amiibo nowadays. It's stupid. Yeah. So, yeah. Why they wouldn't just make that multiplayer like Mario Maker is or something is ridiculous. Okay.
And we hate it.
Alright.
Is there anything else you hate about Nintendo nowadays?
I'm going to make this quick because I feel like I've been on my soapbox for a while. I feel like I've been talking a lot this podcast.
Yeah, I hate when you talk.
Yeah. But, the Joy-Con drift, which, if you guys are the gamers that you say you are, then you should know about this.
I'm a gamer.
Yeah, so, there's problems with the Switch where, the left Joy-Con, after a while of use, it'll start drifting to the left. Or it'll start drifting in one direction, meaning, like, if you keep it in a resting position, it'll think you're moving it in a certain direction when you're really not.
A lot of controllers just do that in general.
Not modern controllers, really.
Like, I had a problem with that with my Xbox One controller. Like...
You bought an Xbox One?
Yeah, I don't play
for
it.
Hulu.
I don't...
Hulu?
Yeah.
For Hulu and YouTube and stuff like
I think
that.
a Roku's good enough for that.
Yeah, but I had to buy a whole new controller because of my joystick drifting.
Yeah, okay. So with the Nintendo Switch Lite, they still didn't fix this problem. So instead of having to buy a new controller, imagine having to buy a whole new console because of something like that.
Wait, you can't just buy Joy-Cons?
much
Not
was
with
the
the
Switch Lite?
The Switch Lite's like $200, which isn't
How
terrible.
much even is the Switch? 3?
Wait, but
Yeah,
to
I'm pretty sure.
pay $200 to fix that problem, though.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they
That
don't
is a
offer
lot.
like
How long
any-
does it usually last until like that problem happens?
anywhere from like a week to a couple months.
See, so that could happen like just right when you first get it, and then now you have to buy a whole
and
new one.
I don't know how the insurance policy is or anything,
Yeah.
but a lot of people are saying that it's not good. So
Nintendo bad.
yeah, so Nintendo bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Pick up your game, Nintendo.
That's all I'm talking about for this because I don't want to be.
Nintendo
I don't.
only.
Yeah.
Would it be
Right.
Nintendo?
Yeah, we don't want to shit on Nintendo too much.
I put the next topic under Nintendo bad,
Yeah,
even though it has nothing to do with that.
it's just remakes and joystick drift bad.
Yeah. All right. So our next topic. So we kind of brought this up last podcast, but we're gonna. I think last podcast we said we were gonna be creating a new script for Spider-Man 3 to make it good.
Yeah, alright.
But
This
this
is a good one.
idea evolved, and now we'll be writing a new Spider-Man 4,
Off
directed
script.
by Sam Raimi. We haven't written anything down.
Yeah, you know Sam Raimi Spider-Man's the first 3 ones. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, starring Tobey Maguire.
yeah, everyone loves those ones.
Yeah.
The best one.
And we're gonna try and make this like
starring,
as campy as possible, like those movies.
Yeah, sure we are.
Alright.
So, the way this is going to work is we're each going to contribute a sentence about how we want this movie to go. We all have no idea where this is going to go.
We're making like
Yeah.
a wiki plot.
And we'll just talk
Description.
about what happens like after the events of Spider-Man 3 unfolded.
Yeah. All right. So what happened at the end of Spider-Man 3? How can we set this up
Okay,
for
at
this?
the end of Spider-Man 3, Sandman drifted off into the air. The Hobgoblin, or whatever you want to call him, Paintball Goblin, he died,
Yeah.
and that's basically how the movie ended.
Where
but-
was Mary Jane and Toby?
Over the Green Goblin's dead body.
Yeah, they're skulking over it.
Did they ever get married or anything? I'm thinking about possible
No,
plot points.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
okay.
a good way to start.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Okay.
even know how Spider-Man
After the
3
death
ends.
of-
I don't
Just
know.
Okay,
one sentence. Make sure you guys stick to
I'll
one
just
sentence.
start it right from Spider-Man 3.
After the death of
Okay,
her true love.
after the death of the Paintball Goblin, Harry Osborn, Tobey Maguire and Mary Jane get married out of, like, some kind of forced circumstances where they just felt like they had to get married now.
End of sentence.
End of sentence.
Okay. They're at their marriage. Okay, wait. Is that a full sentence?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm trying to keep track
Nice
of like.
mean
try.
It can only be one sentence. This is
Yeah.
the rule here. So, their wedding takes place on the top of a New York City skyscraper.
Which one?
The
The Chrysler Building.
The Chrysler building.
Chrysler Building. Yeah, sure.
Lucas?
And on top of the tall skyscraper, I don't know, dude. You gave me a hard one to try to pick up all
Yeah,
of them.
you kind of have to.
Maybe
do
like
something.
Aunt May says something.
Yeah, on top of the
Yeah.
Art Deco skyscraper.
On top of the Chrysler skyscraper, Mary Jane and Peter said their vows.
Okay.
Brock.
As Mary Jane and Peter Pan. That's a Peter
Pan.
Peter Pan. Peter Parker
Dude,
say their
you
vows.
dick.
Peter Parker say their vows.
They're married?
Yeah.
They're married.
Okay.
I have some good ones. So.
Okay, maybe after their marriage, they start having problems with Spider-Man being Spider-Man, not being able to take care of their newborn child. Because Spider-Man's just not there for
Nope,
him
that
as
was the end of a
much.
sentence. Okay, Aunt May knocks on Peter and Mary Jane's door and says, I want to introduce you to your Uncle Rick Sanchez.
Rick Sanchez, your new uncle who came out of nowhere.
Grandpa.
Yeah, who is his uncle?
Wait. Oh, okay. Can I retcon?
Yeah, retcon.
All right,
That's the movie we're making
Aunt
already.
May says, I want to introduce you to my new husband, Rick Sanchez.
Oh!
Rick Sanchez then opens up the door and says, "Wubba-lubba-dub-dub," and says, "Come on, Peter, we're going on an adventure."
Forget about the kid.
Forget about the kid.
Forget about your kid. Alright, Brock, what do you have to add to this?
Rick Sanchez opens up a portal with his gun.
Bang, bang, boom, they're in another dimension.
Dub in another dimension.
Alright, what's the new dimension?
Alright, the new dimension is exactly like New York City, but it's a little different because now Rick Sanchez, in this new dimension, he plays the role as Cunham.
Come
Yes, if you don't know who Cunham is...
We discussed this last podcast.
Yeah, we discussed this last podcast, but if you don't remember, he's a symbiote that is made completely of cum.
Yeah, and when it gets on Peter, it makes him really horny.
Yeah, but he plays the role as a good guy. Like, he fights crime in this new universe, but Peter doesn't really trust this guy because he's a symbiote, like Venom.
Rick Sanchez is Cunham?
Yeah, Rick Sanchez is Cunham.
Cunham?
Yeah, in the new dimension.
Yeah, Cunham is like a alternate reality Venom, but he pretends to be good. I don't want to say he pretends to be good yet.
Alright, Rick Sanchez, a.k.a. Cummy. Can we call him Cummy?
Yeah, sure.
For sake of
Cummy,
translation.
Yeah, that's good.
He attaches himself to Peter, and inside Peter's head, you can hear Rick's voice saying,
She looks pretty hot.
What am I
saying?
Saying, what does he think, Lucas?
You should really be cheating on your wife right now. This is a different dimension.
No one will ever know.
No one will ever know.
Come on, then heads to the strip club.
Wait, Spider-Man Tobey Maguire now...
He's covered in cum.
So he heads to the strip club.
So he's a white suit. He has
a white suit.
Yeah, he has a white suit, a white drippy suit.
Sticky suit.
He cheats on Mary Jane.
And his webs are extra sticky.
But get this, it's not really an alternate dimension. It's just something that Rick Sanchez put in Peter Parker's mind that is an alternate dimension.
They were just on PCP.
Yeah, Peter Parker really cheats on his wife as Cunham.
Cummy.
And
Then Rick reverts to his original form after he cheats on his wife, and they go to a new dimension that is exactly like New York City.
And then he finds out Rick is Cunham. No,
and what does Mary Jane think about
Okay,
Cunham?
wait, can I set up a plot line for this alternate
Set
New
up
York
a
City?
plot line.
In this New York City, Mary Jane and Tobey Maguire's kid is a grown adult, and he inherited spider powers, but he decided to become a villain.
Lucas?
So, after he sees his son become a villain, he knows that he's gonna have to...
He has to put away Cunham. The Cunham suit.
No, Cumham's Rick now.
Oh, Cunham's Rick now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we gave you a lot to work with, Brock, so just say something.
Yeah. I'm drawing a blank. This is horrible.
Just anything, man.
Yeah, just anything. It's the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Dude, yeah, you can
say
throw
another villain.
Yeah, throw another villain, change up the plot line.
Yeah, we don't need this villain
Maybe
anymore.
Eye Patch Morty.
Yeah, I was gonna go with the Morty.
Wait, Eye Patch Mary Jane.
Eye Patch
Morty and
comes in
Mary
from
Jane
the parallel
team
universe and team up with Cunham.
Cumham's Rick.
Oh, Cunham teams up. No, Morty teams up with Rick.
Oh, this changes things because now Tobey
Rick's-
Maguire has to deal with Cumham and Eye Patch Morty.
Yeah, Morty's eye patch Morty in this scenario. The evil
since it's,
Morty.
Evil Morty.
Yeah. All right, Simon.
Okay, now that Spider-Man has all this on his plate, he has to deal with it. And just when you thought things couldn't get any worse, a new villain appears. And his name, coming from the Spider-Man 2, is Dr. Cumapus. Or Dr. Octopussy. Yeah, and now Spider-Man now has 3 villains on his plate, and he's still just trying to deliver his pizzas.
All right.
It's pizza time.
It's pizza time.
It's pizza time.
Rick, Morty, and Dr. Octopussy go to McDonald's for Szechuan sauce. And while they're there, they sit down to create a plan on how they will finally defeat Spider-Man.
Once creating this plan, Rick took a bite into his burger. The bite automatically turned him into Pickle Rick!
Oh, Pickle coming, Rick.
Pickle
And then they
coming
realized that they were really in a Shoney's the whole time.
Rick and Morty reference.
Rick and Morty references be like.
And just as... I'm
You
not going to skip
skipped
you,
me.
Simon.
Yeah. Just as Rick Sanchez turned into Pickle Rick Sanchez coming, he developed a new power, a strange power, and
just as Peter didn't think anything could get worse, another set of Rick and Mortys come from another portal from another dimension.
These Rick and Mortys are animated as real humans, or as cartoon characters in the movie.
Oh wait, so the other Rick and
Yeah.
Morty are humans?
yeah, as strange as that's.
This is
Wait, who
live
plays Rick?
action.
Who plays Rick?
This is all live
Woody
action.
Harrelson?
Okay, no, who plays Rick? No, actually, Willem Dafoe comes to reprise his role from the Green Goblin as the new Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick.
Because he has pickle features.
Who plays Morty? Tom Holland?
Yeah, Tom Holland plays Morty.
I was like, I don't know, guys.
Yeah, because Tom Holland kind of looks like Morty, and he sounds like him a little too. And just when you think things couldn't get any worse, Tom Holland, Morty, has a girlfriend named Zendaya. Or should I say Mary Jane 2, V2. And she's actually evil Mary Jane with the Cummin powers.
And an eye patch.
So Tobey Maguire and Mary Jane have to team up together to defeat these 2 alternate dimension versions of themselves. And Sam, what do you have to elaborate?
That was more than a sentence.
Wait, where's...
I know, I had a few commas.
So the villains of this movie are... Spider-Man's kid's a villain right now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Spider-Man's
he's a kid. We didn't get to him yet.
Morty,
And Mary Jane.
I can't follow this.
Morty coming.
Yeah, I know.
Pickle Rick
Pickle-
coming.
Pickle Rick, Eye Patch Morty, normal Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
What
If you
about
think you
Rick?
couldn't follow Spider-Man 3, just wait till Spider-Man 4. Things get insane.
Pickle cum Rick,
Yeah.
Eye Patch Morty, Rick Morty, Spider-Man's son, Mary Jane versus Spider-Man. Spider-Man needs friends for this. He takes Rick's portal gun, opens a portal, another set of Rick and Morty's, this time on Spider-Man's side.
Yeah, and how about this? He gets some characters from the MCU universe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he now has the friendship of
Ant-Man.
Captain Marvel and Ant-Man.
What about Wasp Woman or whatever?
No,
her name
Wasp Woman died.
Is that even her name? What even is her name?
The Wasp.
Okay,
So
this
Wasp?
is how Ant-Man gets involved. Rick and Morty kill the Wasp.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What?
So Ant-Man wants to seek revenge on them because Morty and Rick travel to the alternate dimension that is the MC universe and kill the Wasp just because they hate women. So
Rick and Morty
now, the Ant-Man and who did I say earlier?
The Ant-Man and Captain Marvel.
And Captain Marvel.
And a good Rick and Morty.
Yep.
Guys, can we just get to the final battle already?
Fine. All right. Final battle. What's your guys' opinions?
All right. The two sides, they face off. Central Park, obviously. New York City.
In Central Park.
Central Park. All right.
Lucas, what happens in this battle? What starts it?
Wait, we kind of broke off our rules. For this little finishing battle, we're going line by line now. All right, starting with Lucas.
Rick and Morty look at the other Rick and Mortys. All the Rick and Mortys get confused. They don't know which is which.
Brock.
The Rick and Mortys open fire on each other with their lubba-dubba-dub-dub guns.
This makes a great opening for Tobey Maguire to sneak in and take out the real evil, which is Rick Sanchez.
In his heroic moment, Spider-Man webs together all the Ricks and mashes them together into a giant Rick ball. And using his web powers, he turns them into pickles, and they all get mashed together, creating a big ball of pickle juice.
A big pickle jar.
And then he takes the ball of pickle juice and traps him in a pickle jar.
Lucas,
But
what
then-
happens?
But then Spider-Man's son comes out of the blue. Spider-Man doesn't want to fight him because he's conflicted since he doesn't want to kill his son.
Spider-Man fucking slaughters his son.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's like, yeah,
He doesn't
I don't
give a
doesn't
shit.
fuck.
Yeah,
Spider-Man slaughters his son.
Dude, that's epic.
retrospective on that fight. Spider-Man's son looks at Tobey Maguire saying, "Can you really kill your son?" Tobey Maguire says,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I don't care."
He says, "It's time to put some dirt." What is how is it?
Then he says, "Time to put some dirt in
He
your
said,
eye."
put
Go
some
give
dirt
me
in
some
your eye.
cookies.
Yeah.
Time to put some Rick in your Morty.
Yes, and then Mary Jane comes out of the blue, comes swinging at Tobey Maguire. End scene.
And scene. Next sentence. Okay, so at this point, all the Rick and Mortys are gone, right?
Yep.
All right.
His son's gone.
His son gone, so it's just him and Mary Jane.
Yep.
He looks at Mary Jane and says, "Babe, what are we doing?
He says,
What's
he
up with
says-
us nowadays?
Yeah, he says, "I mean, if you punch me, I'll bleed."
This is so us." He says, "This is so us." Next line.
Mary Jane doesn't care about this. She then whips out a pistol and...
Catch Spider-Man's whack ass.
And shoots Tobey Maguire in the arm.
At the last minute, he protruded webs out of his skin, and it captured the bullet, so he didn't actually get shot.
Yes,
But he got pissed and used one of his web shooters and hit Mary Jane right in the head.
yes.
Splitting
And
her
she
skull
died.
open.
Yeah.
Splitting her
If you don't
fucking
know,
skull open.
Spider-Man's webs have like
He shot the
he has
bullet back
over
at her.
3,000 pounds per second in his webs.
So it just punched a hole through her head.
Yeah.
She's gone.
Yeah, she's gone. It's like getting shot by a bullet. So Tobey Maguire reigns supreme over what, really? Everyone he loves is dead.
Okay, Tobey Maguire finds a Rick Sanchez portal gun, takes himself back to his original dimension, goes to the landlord's daughter's room from Spider-Man 3, the one who made him the cookies.
What's he do to her?
He finally gets her cookies.
End
He-
movie.
End of movie.
Roll credits.
Spider-Man's finally happy being rid of Mary Jane and that kid.
Credit song, sicko mode.
Yeah.
Whomp, whomp.
Boom.
And he becomes evil Spider-Man for all of eternity.
Yeah. Wait, what's he say when he puts the suit on? The black suit?
Oh, he
Oh,
says,
yeah.
"This is something else."
This is something else.
Yes, but he eats the cookie, then says that now.
Yeah, he eats the cookie, says, "This is something else." And
And
it gives like a Looney Tunes style circular cutout of his face, and then like warps in real quick.
and that was the
End of
post-credit
movie.
scene, and the movie Spider-Man 4 is over.
And then there's at the end of it, there's a teaser for Spider-Man 5.
Yes, but we'll get into that next podcast.
No,
that
we're
fit-
we're never touching this
Yeah,
topic
we'll
again.
never talk about Sam Raimi Spider-Man's ever again.
So did that not fit into the MCU?
Yeah,
It's-
No, it's gonna fit
No,
in. It'll fit into the MCU.
Sam Raimi
I'm
Spider-Mans
kidding,
are their
son.
own thing. Everyone knows that.
More in the Rick and Morty cinematic
Oh, okay,
universe.
of course, of
Yeah.
course.
It is.
All right, what's the next topic? I want to get far away from that.
What if I told you that we're
That
already
was-
at
Yeah.
an hour and 10
Yeah.
minutes?
Oh
As
no!
Rick likes to say, and that's the way the news goes.
That'll be it for tonight's podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in, and shout out to our sponsors, Taco Rocco,
11.
Taco
11.
Rocco 11.
Yeah, we
Shout out,
really.
thanks for being a real big supporter. We
Yeah.
really appreciate it.
All right, end podcast.